Okay. Welcome in, you guys. We're getting started with the reading for Venus and Aries with a sextile over to Pluto in Aquarius. It's happening at 3 degrees and 49 minutes at 5:31 p.m. All right, we're currently starting this reading here. It's 4:34 p.m. and I am currently at the planetary hour of doom doom doom. It looks like I'm at the planetary hour of Venus. Okay, so maybe we're gonna be tapping into this Venus energy a bit. All right. During the actual transit, it looks like it's going to be taking place um, during this planetary hour. So we'll see what comes out. I got Kipper out here, Light Seers deck, Radiant Right Away, Tea Leaf, and the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. All right. Sabian symbol for Pluto at the 4th degree. Spiritual focus. All right. We were speaking about this energy a lot. The Hindu healer, the Pluto in retrograde transit reading that we did yesterday is on the same type of energy here. It says, pleasures, rewards, and disciplines of civilization rob us of our most precious ability to tap into the spiritual realms. All right, so it's healing the energy of some sort of imbalance. Long ago, our species lost its balance and set up a pattern of distortion in thinking and behavior that has prevented us from finding the highest degree of group consciousness. That has brought emotional and physical disorder to most people across the planet, yet certain people have kept alive practices from ancient times that are able and in fact duty bound to offer healing to those that are ready to receive it. So in sextile to the 4th degree of Aries speaks about two lovers strolling through a secluded walk. So positive and negative polarities creating dynamism. We're looking at right here with the sextile, it's both air and fire energies with Aquarius and Aries. It says the unstable energizing polarization of feminine and masculine energies, balancing the inner feminine and the masculine polarity. It says duality is central to all existence. So to resonate with the cosmic reality and realize the full potential of our nature, we must examine and embrace the inner polarities of who we are. This is achieved in the interplay within some special one-to-one relationship, which necessarily requires a degree of isolated togetherness. All right. So that is the energy right now. We are currently at what degree with the moon in Virgo? At the 13th degree, it looks like 12 degrees and 45 minutes. 1 second. The 13th degree of Virgo, it speaks about a strong hand supplanting political hysteria. The magic of charisma. A leader who is open to the downpouring of cosmic energy gains magnetism and the power to shape and direct his circle, claiming our rightful influence. Those lacking the clarity and will to train the mind to know the importance of faith become confused and anxious when a crisis looms. Then to answer collective needs, a leader is thrown up whose faith has been developed to the highest degree of self-confidence and its resultant charisma. This speaks about power here. It says disorder takes over when affairs are not controlled with firmness and resolve. All right, let me get these decks open. Welcome in, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, you guys. Carolee, welcome in. Welcome in, Resvin. Whoa. I don't know why I always try to shuffle this deck like the whole thing, knowing that it'll go everywhere, but it's all good. I'm going to catch them. All right, so spiritual focus is what we got. All right, we've got the positive and the negative polarities in which we need to find balance. And then there's a sense of power that we're seeking here with the moon in Virgo. This is interesting. These are some of the cards that just came out in our last reading as they are flying out the deck. There is an angel woman here that I guess is trying to keep you on task here, on target. Could be in connection to July, which is going to be a Cancer and or Leo. It says someone you know is independable and insincere. I believe we did a reading yesterday and these same energies came out. All right, there's a goal that you need to achieve possibly by July. What do we need to see here? All right, money will be coming to you with the coins. We got heartache over what you no longer have, temporary problems, and an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. One more. Thank you. All right. If you're going through some sort of financial pinch, it looks like money's coming your way. You could be dealing with some sort of separation or something, or a temporary problem in connection to a heartbreak that involves family. It looks like you're a goal-oriented person here. Your angels are watching and sees this. Again, it could be a Cancer, it could be a Leo that you're tapping into, but someone is undependable and insincere. I need to pull one more on that energy. If someone is undependable and insincere, then this is the reason why you're receiving the money that's coming to you, because it's coming through money or property, through an inheritance, winning, and or some sort of windfall. That's interesting. I can't seem to get rid of this damn small fly I have in here. You either hold some sort of position of authority, or the person that you're dealing with does. I see the throne here on the bottom of the deck. Message. My throat chakra went. Like, shut the hell up, Jazz. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, and or some sort of goal. Okay. It hurts. You said, am I trans? No, but I got one boob that's bigger than the other. They should look like this. You lucky I have a sense of humor, because I probably would curse your ass out right now. All right, let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what's going on. Let Kipper tell it. All right, this is involving a home. The house card is out here. It fell out right over top of like the money and the property or windfall that's coming your way through an inheritance. Okay. In the near future, distant horizons. Mature woman. So it kind of feels like this angel here, that's a woman, is in control of this situation from the other side. Maybe, I don't know if this person's crossed over. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of unexpected income coming in for a home. Okay. This would be a woman that's a lot older than you. Something like that. Show me. So this is going to be working harmoniously for you. If you have or going through some sort of switch or focus and you need some sort of balance in your life, that's what's taking place here. All right, there could be court issues happening right now with the courthouse, and dealing with some sort of false person. All right, it looks like your community has your back. That's what's on the bottom of the deck. 1 second. Welcome in, Sin. Whoa. Who else is here? Ouch. I'm doing well, Kara. Thank you. Oh, that's for Cindy. You said she's an all-natural woman. That's right. That is right, baby. All right, you guys. Let's see. What's going on here with this situation? It looks like whatever's coming through is definitely a home through an inheritance. The resources that are coming is because you're dealing with some sort of court issue here with the false person. And in the near future, it looks like you come into alignment with whatever it is that you need. All right. We got the moon and Sag here. Optimism. So remain optimistic and not pessimistic. As Cindy would say, think positive, Jazz. All right. Let's see. We got Mars in Sagittarius. Interesting. The ninth house being very significant. Heavy spiritual focus right here. Ninth house has to do with your education. All right, it's higher education. It's foreign travel, foreign people. It could be your spiritual focus, that type of thing. Yeah, the sun in Capricorn. Maybe you hold some sort of position of authority. Okay, that was along the bottom with the throne. Something that you have to achieve here, or you have achieved this already. Okay. Well, damn, that was a lot. I'll take it. All right, we got authority. We got caution, generosity, and escape. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you're helping someone with some sort of knowledge here. All right, defense, yeah, that you're starting a business up with this. Heavy on the 10th house energy, so that's obviously an authoritative person. Okay. Caution, it's just kind of giving me like, if you hold a position of authority, you're warning people about what's taking place here. This Mars and Pisces energy is the 10 of Cups. I'm just going to take a quick look at this energy. All right, and I'm pretty sure it speaks about escape, but it says using great energy to extract oneself from a tricky situation, working extremely hard for the benefit of others, and or shutting one's eyes to the reality of a situation. There's something that you're escaping from that you don't want to see. I don't know. Spirit just told me to look at the Light Seers deck. It's like shutting your eyes to what you don't want to see. Pisces is definitely a... we were speaking about this earlier. That's crazy that this is coming out. All right, because it's given this energy of... what am I trying to say here? There's just something that you have to deal with that you're being cautioned about. Okay? Maybe you're doing something out of generosity. All right, and this could be something that, I don't know, could easily be left. We got the sun in Leo here, Jupiter in Gemini. You're teaching children, to be exact. Saturn in Leo, the sun. All right. Let me just pull one here on the person that's undependable and insincere, and why this money or property that's coming through an inheritance, winning, or a windfall. Let's get one on that energy. It's obviously directly connected to this woman, the angel. All right, you're getting spiritual guidance here on how to become goal-oriented, to focus on what your target is at hand. So the Mars and Taurus energy, this is about you starting up some sort of business here. How to take action on gaining the resources necessary, the coins. All right, as you're going through some sort of heartache, the temporary problem that you're dealing with, while it seems like it's, you know, the loving family is important to you, but there's financial pinches. Maybe it's the resources that are, you know, difficult at this time. So, show me, all right, the heartache, the temporary problem, and why this loving family is important to you. The sun in Aquarius. All right, very clear. I got Taurus energy, Aquarius out here. Heavy fixed signs. Something very authoritative that you do for work, possibly. It could be a hobby. You have some sort of skill. Maybe you sacrifice a lot for others. All right. Has to do with your spirituality. You have like a leadership position in a specific community of people. That's what it's given. Show me the financial pinch. The sun in Libra. Harmony. It has to do with a relationship, a partnership, or some sort of contract that you may be under. All right, sun in Libra, moon in Cancer. This could be with a friend, a lover, something like that. So if you chose to, I don't know, if you're stepping into some sort of new relationship, if you are moving home or something like that, because I see 4th house, 7th house, that's home, and that's obviously partnerships. Then this is why you're dealing with some sort of financial pinch right now. All right, show me the money that's coming to you. Okay. It is the sun in Aries and the moon in Capricorn. All 4 astrological axes just came out. The 1st house, the 4th house, the 7th, and the 10th. Where you need to take action and living a practical life. There needs to be money that's coming to you here in connection to your home environment and why you have this sense of friendship. All right, this is the harmony. It could be a mother figure that you're moving in with, which could be this woman that's an angel. All right, it's like an earth angel type of energy. In the near future, you move in with this mature woman in a home. Unexpected income from the courthouse because of a false person. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is going to be where your win is at, Jupiter and Leo. All right, so you're moving. You're out of there. You got to go live with this woman. All right, yeah, that's where the negotiation starts taking place. Interesting. Fifth house and seventh house, sextile energy with Leo and Libra. So maybe you're like in this public negotiation for whatever reason. Looks like the court issue. All right, whether you win or you don't win, there could be children involved here as well. Okay. Yeah, there seems to be some sort of authoritative energy that's cautioning someone about who's teaching the children the right way to live through generosity and not through privilege is kind of what it feels like. Interesting, I said that. All right, Saturn and Libra. There seems to be some sort of separation here. Who's devoted to who and whatever, or who puts in the most work? Saturn. All right, like who holds the position of authority here? That's what seems to be the problem. That's what's trying to be discovered. I wanted to put this with ninth house energy for whatever reason. The person that's more optimistic about the future is the one that's dominating through the spiritual community, is seen as heavy achievement here, have discovered many different things, and literally holds position of authority. But it has to do possibly with what they do for work, how they're teaching their children, but also they seem to be in this energy of escape. Welcome in, you guys. Tiff is here as well. Welcome in. All right. So this is like harmonious energies. Interesting. Show me the false person at court. I don't know. Mars and Gemini. All right, seems to be a decision that needs to be made there. Mars and Gemini is the Nine of Swords energy. There could be someone that's really stressed out about all this. 1 second. Yeah, there seems to be a heated argument where someone needs to be cross-questioned about someone else, and or a fight over a contract or some sort of regretted letter. Interesting. Okay. So maybe that's what it is. All right. What's going on with the unexpected income? Is the unexpected income coming in from this mature woman? Because that's what's publicly right now being negotiated. The Two of Pentacles, control. Yeah, there seems to be someone trying to control someone's inheritance. Okay. 10th house and 8th house. Interesting. So this could be like having the involvement of the government coming and controlling someone's inheritance for whatever reason. Okay. Maybe there's, I don't know. It's all coming out after this Gemini energy involvement with the false person in court. All right. So there seems to be some sort of adaptability with someone that has a position that's able to control. They have parts in an organization and where they are seen as a leader and or just having a responsible position in part of this community. All right. So whatever's lacking in this person's life, whether it be love, money, or, you know, career, that's possibly what's taking place here. Okay. Show me community. Mercury and Taurus stepping in this month on the 10th. There seems to be some sort of resistance here. All right. So this community, I don't know, maybe this person is receiving some sort of resistance and working with the specific community because it has to do with work and travel, the media, and or transportation. Okay. Something about travel, communication. Okay. If you're teaching as well, Mercury has to do with like teaching, like sharing, socializing with others, that type of thing. All right, the Sun in Sagittarius, and while you're teaching spirituality. Okay. There seems to be some sort of discrimination because of what's happening in the court to what this person does for work. That's what I'm feeling here. Yeah. Like this person may have great achievements standing in part of their career here with heavy 9th house energy, but it doesn't matter. The community is resisting this person and how enthusiastic they are because they're discriminating the type of work they do because of whatever's happening in involving love in the workplace. That's the only Venus energy that's actually come out throughout this reading. I got heavy Jupiter out here, heavy Saturn and Mars. All right, I got the Sun in Aries, Sun in Aquarius, Sun in Libra, and Sun in Capricorn out here. Sun in Sag as well. So that's first house, all to have to do with self. Partnerships is here. The idealism energy with Aquarius, this could be communities and groups of people, how you're networking. 10th house, what you're achieving in part of your career, and it all has to do with 9th house energy. Spirituality. So this is publicly right now being negotiated. All right. I see the 3 and the 4 of Swords out here. The 2 of Pentacles are out here. All right. So there seems to be some sort of adaptability that needs to take place. Who else is out here? I see the 8 of Wands. Something working in someone's favor in connection to building a firm foundation with the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. What else am I seeing here? The 3 of Pentacles coming in and collaborating. Specifically to build wealth with the Mercury and Virgo energy. That's like the 10 of Pentacles. There seems to be some sort of fight surrounding that as well with the Saturn and Leo energy there. 5 of Wands. Yeah. Someone doesn't want to see you progress and hold like a position of authority here. They want, although this may be your like wish fulfillment, is coming through as a way of other people looking at you as you're escaping or something like that. Okay? That's like 10 of Cups energy. Like you get the happily ever after. It could be a good thing, but they don't want to approve of this. That's why it's being negotiated. Is that what it is? They're kind of like resting on it. Maybe this is why it's involving the legal system, the courts. One more overall and we'll get into the tarot. Overall. Thank you. Oh, there's 2. So Saturn in Cancer and the Moon in Libra. All right, so we're looking at some sort of indecisiveness here, whether this is a great companion for you or you actually doing charitable work. The squirrel is back in my window. It just freaked the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I'm seeing 4th house, 7th house, companionship, charity work, something about like fostering parents, okay? Something like that. What's the Saturn and Cancer energy here? Yeah, I feel like a foster parent type of energy. Work for a charity or an institution, a responsible post in which one is rewarded for good works, rewards in social work, and or foster parenting. Yeah. The Moon in Libra. Companionship is what the card says. Beautifying the home, discussions about business or contracts, seminars, teamwork, new friendships, and or some sort of social meetings. So someone wants to know, are you going to be able to foster parent your children? I don't fucking know. Maybe that's what's being negotiated. Heavy 7th house energy out here. Heavy on cardinal. All right, heavy cardinal energy out here. On the bottom of the deck, we have criticism. Somebody's criticizing your work. All right. With the Mars and what's that Virgo energy. Yeah. I believe this speaks about being part of some sort of group. Hold on a second. Mars and Virgo. Yeah, it's like a research project that's happening, all right? Where you hold a position of responsibility in a large organization, and you could be a personal assistant to an important person of that organization. So maybe this is why something is being discriminated. Okay? Yeah. Like the community is resisting you for whatever reason because I guess they're criticizing. Yeah. Something about you seems to be impulsive, or you may be the perfect person to carry a specific burden. Like you're not afraid to put in the work. I'm seeing heavy Mars energy all of a sudden, but it's also coming out with Saturn. So if you aren't afraid to carry let's just say that you are coming together in a specific contract, even if you're in companionship to a specific community group, if you're networking with people here and you're doing this for work, you're very impulsive, you move very quickly, you know how to make plans, all right? You're doing something to fulfillment. It looks like you are a person that's able to carry heavy burdens and do things properly, okay, without falling down to whatever the bullshit is. There again, this is an argument in court with the false person who wants to gain control over someone's inheritance. Okay. Oh boy. So it looks like you got some spiritual people on your side here, okay? A Cancer and or a Leo could be of significance. It feels like you're the more goal-oriented person to get some shit done. Something about that. Yeah, this has to involve like children. That's crazy that I say that because look, Here's the Saturn, the Jupiter and Libra energy with the Four of Swords. It's directly next to the Six of Wands with the Jupiter and Leo energy. And we just spoke about the Three of Swords coming out again. So there was some sort of separation, divorce, breakup, heartache, loss in connection to it publicly being seen. And now something's being negotiated. As I split the deck, it has to do with children. All right, things from the past. I feel like I'm moving so quick right now. Something about this is like, this is going to be a quick decision. Something about it. Show me what's all the spirituality stuff about. The moon, the Mars, and Mercury. Interesting. So this is like part of your achievement here with the Sun in Capricorn. That's coming to an end. The Spirit says it's done. The World card. Okay. Show me the position that you hold of authority and what you're being cautioned of with generosity. Show me that energy. The Empress. Interesting. I feel like you already kind of hold your position there. You know your position of authority is to play mother figure type of energy. All right. I feel like the authority figures are being cautioned to, I guess, you know, see how generous you are. I don't know, with what you do for work or how you teach your children or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Show me the energy of escape. It's over here with the Ten of Cups. Show me escape. Somebody's trying to escape a situation. Yeah, through conflict. Didn't I just say something that had to do with like starting up a fight? All right, with the person that has, okay, so let's just say authority, Mars and Capricorn, we would have seen the Three of Pentacles. Mercury and Virgo, we would have seen the Ten of Pentacles. You hold a position of authority that's going to allow you long-term stability. All right, somebody wants to start conflict about that shit because you're doing something out of generosity. You're teaching children. Okay. So in order to escape this, for whatever reason, it's like you have to put up a fight. You have to compete with somebody. There seems to be a challenge. If you are competitive in whatever way, all right, there's some sort of conflict there. I don't know. Stand ground against the lover. Whoever the false person is, that's the only lover I see out here. All right, the only couple that I see out here. That has to do with the court issue and what decision needs to be made here and where there's like this back and forth happening. Okay. Show me the energy of companion and charity. So if you're doing charitable work here, okay, there's somebody you need to come into partnership with. Who is this? The person that's providing the resources. All right. Six of Pentacles, the one that's supporting you, something like that. Ouch. All right, let's get over here. What's happened publicly and what's being negotiated right now. The Four of Pentacles, who's going to have the accomplishment? Okay, who's going to have the firm foundation? Here it is over here in connection to what's wrapped up. Okay, Sun in Capricorn. What's wrapped up is the person that has discovered all about spirituality. They remain optimistic. They have been dominating, obviously, the spiritual community, meaning they're doing what they need to do to spread the word type of energy. Heavy ninth house. 999, something's come to completion. Yeah, the World card. Okay. Show me this energy of friendship and harmony. Friendship and harmony. The Fool card. All right, so maybe this is part of how you're going to overcome this financial pinch. All right, it just depends on how you're overcoming the situation that you have the heartache over, the temporary problem with the family issue. All right, once you come into a specific friendship that brings a sense of harmony in your life, this is your brand new beginning. Is that in connection to your spirituality? Yes. Heightened intuition that's going to allow you to see past secrets, illusions, and or what you emotionally feel but do not see. The Moon. What's hidden? Show me idealism with the Sun in Capricorn. The Sun in Aquarius. Over top of heartache, over what you no longer have, temporary problems, and the emotionally secure, loving family that's important to you. Show me this energy. The Knight of Cups. There's still love there. All right, for the family. Four of Wands. Can still move forward successfully. That's the truth. Okay. Show me the devotion energy. Six of Wands. So again, what's happening up here with the Six of Wands and what's publicly being negotiated in connection to someone's achievement, all right, is that the person that's devoted is the best person for, I guess I'm hearing the job. Not the job, but the person that ends up coming through getting the inheritance. Okay, let's get into control and inheritance. Why is this inheritance being controlled? That's interesting. It's being controlled by a Scorpio, the death card. All right, so something either is being transformed and or something ends with a brand new beginning, okay? This time around. That's insane. Was that the Page of Wands? It was. This person could be immature. They need a sense of maturity in their life. I don't know. They need to ascend. They need to awaken, all right? Yeah, to what, I guess, long-term stability looks like. I guess building some sort of legacy or something like that. Ten of Pentacle energy, Mercury and Virgo. It was being cautioned over here in connection to the authority figure that was doing work out of generosity to teach children, which was the Empress. But the person that chose to escape was the one that was trying to obviously start some sort of fighting. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. Show me the Death card once more, please. Interesting. Page of Cups. It has to do with children. There's something about, yeah. The Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Death card. Something ending for the children? Interesting. Controlling someone's inheritance. I don't know. I guess it's connected to children. And why this unexpected income would be coming in from the courthouse because of the connection to the false person. Show me the decision that's made at the courthouse. Show me the decision that is made at the courthouse. The children. It's in favor of the children. Okay? In favor of how someone's going to be moving forward. Here's the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands I've seen over here with the criticism, impulsiveness, and fulfillment. Eight of Wands. Where did I see that? Mercury and Sag over here in connection to the discovery. Somebody's trying to move forward but carries heavy burden. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. I was like 10 wands. That's what I saw in fulfillment with Saturn and Sag. Here's 8. Here's the other 2. As I split the deck, it has something to do with someone criticizing how fast someone's moving forward in connection to them planning something or stepping into their good fortune. All right. It's almost like someone can't believe how the decision will work in the favor of the person from the past or in what's best interest for the children. Six of Cups. It has to do with some sort of inheritance. All right. The Six of Cups is almost like, you know, Scorpio energy, 8th house energy, the inheritance house. All right. What's going on here? Show me the Six of Cups. Yeah, something about the Knight of Wands. It gives me a very impulsive energy. Who's making the most progress in connection to the resources? Or who chooses to move forward independently? I don't know. Something about it feels manipulative on the person that's carrying the most heavy burden. Maybe it's meant to look that way. I'm criticizing you because you're too impulsive. You look like you're carrying all these, you know, these burdens, but technically the person that's moving forward with progress is the person that's more so independent and don't have shit. I mean, the person that has something that's making the most progress. This is where the fighting comes in. All right, with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so there seems to be something involving, again, the friends, the family. All right, it's fucking more so with someone's fate here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Wands, and where it's like, okay, now you have to feel like you have to defend yourself. All right, so you do have to defend yourself. Tell me about that. So the need to defend yourself. There's something impulsive about this energy with situation from the past, children, the decision that was made. What about it? All right, Jupiter and Gemini. It seems to have someone entrapped, or at least feeling that way. Entrapped in the need to move on and just take the loss. But this is the same person that's been carrying the heavy burden. I'm seeing Jupiter and Gemini, Saturn and Pisces, current transits. Here we have the Saturn and Sag energy, which was coming out over here, impulsive and criticism. Yeah. So it feels like if I mentally entrap you in any way, if I make you feel emotional loss, then I get to keep the children. That will be the decision. They want to make you look fucking crazy. They want to make you feel like, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. But knowing that you've been the one carrying all the heavy burden. Stand your fucking ground. Seven of Wands once again. Mars and Leo, true transit. Focus on your work. You already do something for work. They're wanting to end that for you because it's not a normal work. It's through spirituality. Let me be clear. They're resisting the work that you do in the spiritual realm. The sun in Sagittarius. They keep discriminating the work that you do because of the community that you're connected to. This would be your lover. Okay? And if you are in love with someone and they treat you like a privileged lady, they want your ass out in the cold with nothing. What I say? Here goes the damn main male right here. So if you're a privileged lady to that main male, the community is like, nope, fuck that. All right? They kind of continue to resist you or discriminate you for you being in love with someone in the workplace or surrounding the work that you do. Show me the house over here. What about the home? Because it looks like that's where the resources are coming from. You fucking belong here. You're the high priestess here. You're kind of able to like discern like what the secrets are and what the hell's going on around you. Okay? Or that's what's going to be happening in the damn near future with this distant horizon card. They don't see it, but you do. Because you have all the spiritual knowledge. Hello, high priestess energy. This fucking fly won't go away. Oh, I'm so pissed off. The Queen of Wands here. With the Ace of Wands, this is your passion. Yeah. Again, that's what you're making progress towards. You're trying to make progress to become self-sufficient. Nine of Pentacles, where you're able to provide for yourself, your children, your home, whatever it is. But the more that someone rejects you and the decision is that, you know, whoever is able to provide now is the one that stays with the children, then that's just what the fuck it is. Okay? But it looks like the lover that is in connection to the family here is where you're going to see the most success. That's the truth. There's heartache there. There's temporary problems there, but there's still an emotionally secure, loving family that's important to you. Sun in Aquarius energy. All right, so remain idealistic about this. What else did not clarify? The Queen of Wands popped out again. Be more confident in yourself. All right. Show me the unexpected income. How does that come in? Well, damn. Five of Cups. So somebody's in regret and they're going to hand it over. That's what it looks like. Yeah. You're going to find out about it. Some sort of communication to come through quickly. All right. Maybe you're going to discover something about this. It'll be like a wish fulfillment. Something was delayed. Hangman energy. You had to kind of take a step back for a second. Until something was fully achieved here. The Hierophant. It's like, are we committed in marriage? Okay, now I'm going to hand it over to you. Something like that. Okay. I mean, you may not be happy with the outcome because obviously you dealt with some sort of poverty here with the Five of Pentacles. But the person of authority is obviously going to strategize what's best for the couple here. All right, for the lovers. That's interesting. Three of Pentacles. Whoever you choose to move forward with. All right, I don't know. I don't trust this person, to be honest. Because they may only want to hold an authoritative type of energy to be deceptive towards the lover. See what I'm saying? The Knight of Pentacles. Something immediately slows down. Three of Swords. You experience the loss anyway. And then you got to be even more patient with waiting. Two of Pentacles. Having to adapt to the changes. You know what? This is pissing me off. Because I'm counting 10 Pentacles here. It's almost like you got to go through all this bullshit. Okay? I see 2 Pentacles, 7 Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. It's 10 Pentacles. You got to go through all this bullshit in order to get long-term stability from you and your partner or something like that. It looks like you have to gain some sort of wisdom, become a leader, become highly intuitive, and become the star, and deal with some sort of court issue before you can actually fucking move forward and get your damn wealth. It seems like a process to me. Yeah, it seems like something's delayed. You got to learn a skill. You got to become quick-witted. You got to go through some sort of betrayal. You have to have some sort of awakening. And then you get your happily ever after. But in fact, Mars and Pisces, there seems to be a means to escape some sort of drama fucking happening here, okay? That's the way it came out earlier. I just saw my daughter's birthday on the clock, 5/14. All right, Five of Swords and the King of Swords. There's something deceptive. Someone's lying. Someone's trying to win at all costs in connection to the judge. All right, could be a lawyer, could be someone that has a position of authority. It could just be whatever the fuck is going on here. Because, yeah, the Queen of Wands, it kind of feels like you know this person's secrets and this person's fucking intention. All they want is either power or money. I don't know. Keep your boundaries up and protect your fortune is what I'm feeling. That's crazy work right there. 7 and 9 of Wands. There's something you know you got to fight for, but something that you can't, you know, put your boundaries down with. Yeah. So whatever you're manifesting here, continue pushing forward and focus on that passion because it's going to end up working out in your favor. 9 of Pentacles. Keep working on it. Keep trying to master that skill, whatever you're doing here. Somebody's working against you. That's what it feels like. All right. You're going to make it. The Sun is coming out after the 8 of Pentacles with the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. After some sort of indecision takes place, after you do something to fulfillment and you carry all those heavy burdens, you'll get your achievement here. All right, you'll have some sort of celebration with the 3 of Cups as you continue to plan moving forward in the energy of love. And you'll have others that are seeking how'd you build so much stability. And while they're focusing in on the same type of energy, Mars and Gemini, they're going to have to come in and, you know, what is it? It'll be like they'll be then cross-questioned. And they're going to be stressed the fuck out. Like, okay, well, maybe I should have kept my mouth shut because this shit was going to blow up in my face. You see what I'm saying, right? Yeah. I feel like this is why if you have the connection and that polarity of the masculine and the feminine coming together and you know that this is a soulmate connection, the angels are not going to fucking leave this alone. They're going to negotiate for you what's best, even if it looks like to the world you're fucking single. Okay? Because it looks like you do have love to give, but you have this toxic ass person that's obviously been connected to you and your fucking progress. Could be an authority figure. I don't know. Heavy Capricorn, Aries energy there. Heavy authority energy. That was the whole deck, you guys. I don't know what's happening here, but this is the energy. Okay. Okay. It was weird, weird, and weird. Big deal. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah. There's a home involved here, children involved here, something you do for work, a legal issue coming up, a mature woman that's meant to pay someone out some sort of unexpected income. There's a lot of shit going on in this reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay? I don't know what to say. Okay. Let's get all this up. Interesting. All right, one more spread, you guys, and we'll hop off of here. I didn't want to make this too long, but I think we kind of get the idea of what the hell's going on here. There's a lot that's involving everything in one. That's what it looks like. Okay. Well, hot darn damn. Good afternoon, Miss Lady. Hello. How are you? Angela, welcome in, sweetie. Miracle Robinson, welcome in, sweetie. Chosen Divine, thank you for being here, hon. Who else is here? Tiff is here, welcome in. Who else? I know Sin's here. All right. Looks like my moderators are going hand in hand. I like that. Romina, welcome in, sweetie. Jay is here. Can you ask a question? I want to know something before I do something. Oh, shit. Kai Hand, welcome in. And flash them downstairs ribs real quick. What? Get this person out of here. Let me do it my damn self. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Okay, Jason is here. He said, am I trans, you guys? Am I trans? My hair looks a little shitty, but I'm not trans. Sin said she's all natural, baby. Crazy, you guys. So for whatever reason, whatever's going to take place is going to be the best option for someone to come into. It looks like, you know, balance in connection to the, what is going on? The polarization of masculine and feminine energies. All right. Again, two lovers strolling down a secluded walk. And it looks like one person is in connection to spiritual focus. All right. And there's others that are involving themselves, Moon and Virgo, at the, what did I say, 13th degree. That was speaking about power. And how some sort of disorder takes over when affairs are not controlled with firmness and resolve. Somebody needs fucking power here. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? We're like 12 minutes away from this transit, by the way. Okay. Crazy. I'm seeing the sun in Capricorn, 1915 in the chat. Wish I knew my natal chart. Uh-oh. Whoa, hot damn, baby. Why am I shuffling so much? I don't know, but I don't want the cards to come out in the same order. So, 1 second. Whew. Okay. Mature woman's back out here. Main female is here. Interesting. I'm seeing like mother, daughter, well, occupation. Okay. Community. What? Journey. It feels like something's been inherited down by someone's occupation, what you do. That's crazy because Spirit made me look at the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Do you guys work for the same community of people on this journey? This mature woman and this main female? That's interesting. I just heard Gemini. What? There's some sort of investment that you guys have together with that specific community. Power. Something's about to go down. Some shit's about to hit the fan. Maybe someone's been holding back resources or something. 4 of Pentacles. You go from the 7 to the 4. Damn it. What the hell? 10 of Cups. There's something that someone's invested in here involving money. Some sort of tower takes place and where someone's been trying to hold back someone's resources. If this is done, then it holds someone back from their happiness or from their family. What? King of Wands is here. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This will be someone that has a position of authority. I don't know. 2 of Cups. Is this someone that loves you, that wants to come in and be your soulmate? Do you work with this person or collaborate with them, or they want to collaborate with you because you're the High Priestess? I don't know. I'm kind of getting like a mature woman and a main female that works as an occupation for the same community and part of a specific journey. This will be like you're part of a organization, an institution, some sort of like, again, community of people. But the investment here that has been taking place, there was some sort of tower. Someone held back resources and kept someone from their happiness. And now this King of Wands energy is coming in and wanting to move forward with this person as their soulmate. They want to collaborate with the High Priestess. Yes, the Sun. Well, fuck me. Shit. That's not what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. Something like that. Weird. Well, weird as hell. Somebody's really angry, all right, with a third party or someone that has been trying to, I don't know, somebody's been trying to get their point across, communicate something. Knight of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the 8 of Wands. Someone wants you to be able to understand it and understand it very quickly and very firmly. Okay, this is what I want once I come in and collaborate with you. Allow yourself the time to meditate, contemplate on the energy. Is this something that you're willing to do? Queen of Wands and the Emperor. This would be like you being the right-hand man, the right-hand woman to this Emperor. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, soulmate energy. I would imagine you become the Emperor's Empress at some point. Justice. This is the core issue. You're not married to this person. Possibly. The laptop says, doo-doo-doo, the battery's about to die. Somebody's about to die. Someone's been keeping quiet and carrying this as a heavy burden. Temperance. They've been very patient, wanting to expose this truth. I would imagine. They're getting a bit impatient. The Star card, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress. What the fuck I say? What'd I say? The Emperor wants this Queen of Wands to become their soulmate. If they are seen as, I'm looking for my soulmate, the Emperor wants you to be their Empress. Star card energy, you could be either a Taurus or an Aquarius. A Pisces is here. Scorpio energy here. Yes. I feel like this person has passion for you or something. This is the legal issue. Justice. This person wants marriage. Wow. It's because you make the... That's fucking crazy. You're balancing this person out. Here's the legal issue. All right. Justice. Balance. Look at the sun and the moon. The polarity of the masculine and the feminine energies strolling together in a secluded walk. The lovers. Okay. Yes. That's what I'm feeling. Whether this is in business, I don't know, King of Pentacles, this will be your mentor and what you do for work. They don't want you with nobody else. You are theirs. Let's be clear. They're willing to give you whatever it is that you need. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. They fight for you. They protect you emotionally. They're not willing to have you go up against someone that's deceptive, that lies, that keeps heavy attachments to you, the devil. Person don't fucking play about you, and you're highly protected by the angels. Just saying. Take it as it resonates. I've seen the star, the moon, and the damn sun. Shit. Okay. Okay. You said I have to go through this state government. Ain't that some shit? It feels like a spiritual government to me. That's what it feels like. A spiritual government to me. Okay, especially if you're not committed to this person in marriage. Hello. They're like, you cannot become an empress if you are not married to this person. Something like that. Something like that. Amy, welcome in. I can't even read what you said, sweetie, but I'll try my best to do so before I leave here. Oh, somebody's trying to betray your happiness. They don't want you moving forward here to your own stability where you can be successful. They rather manipulate that shit, or you have to start manifesting how you're going to have a brand new beginning here. Yeah, that's what it is. You already were given the wisdom and the skill to do so. How are you overcoming this? You're going to go after a wish fulfillment. Something's going to be offered to you. You're going to take it and you're going to fucking accelerate and become the damn empress your damn self. Something's delayed right now in connection to your soulmate because there's no resources in order for you to overcome this situation. But don't worry. All right, you were given a specific skill, and I feel like you're becoming the high priestess, seeing past the illusions, the secrets. The moon and the high priestess is the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. You watch how this shit flips around on the other person. I don't know. I'm getting heavy Gemini energy here. That's crazy. Something will be delayed because I feel like something's being investigated. 7 of Cups. What the fuck are the secrets? Something was being controlled by putting someone in the public eye. I don't know. The King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Strength card. Something has been delayed or controlled because of somebody that does something in the public eye. Ain't that some shit? It came out earlier. Publicity. Okay. Alright, you guys. I don't know what else to pull here. Let's get into the chat. Let's find out who's talking shit. No, I'm kidding. Amy says, happy to help. Just had one rejected. It's a joke. Even in the UK, I got, I don't know, fibromyalgia and mental health plus waiting for autism assessment. Interesting. In Louisiana, all certificates go to the state. It does. Thank you. Okay. I'm kind of like missing what's happening in the chat here, but okay. AJ, welcome in, sweetie. A little bit of everything. Thank you for being here. Maya, your tattoo. You love my tattoo. It's my kids' names, but it's faded out. So these are jasmine flowers with some color. My daughter's name and my other daughter's name. It has to be touched up. You guys are talking about how to look into a natal chart. I don't know Vedic astrology, you guys. I'm sorry. I would help if I did. Have faith that everything's going to be fine. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, shoot. All right, you guys, this is the energy. I don't know what else to read up on. All right. It's currently 5:30 right now. We're 1 minute away from the transit, so I'm going to let you guys enjoy it. I hope that you feel what you need to feel from this transit, and this fucking fly won't leave me alone. I'm going to kill it right now. All right. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later on tonight. We're probably going to do an 8 o'clock reading for the Mercury conjunct Chiron energy in the sign of Aries. I'll catch you guys there. Bye.